Yeah, what are you looking at right now?
What am I looking at right now?
Yeah, we were looking at.
TIA, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to look at some charts? My thoughts on TIA?
Yeah, I do. Let's talk about that.
All right. Let me share my screen and we'll talk about it. Let me know when I can share this. So, good evening, everyone. Good night. I mean, it's like nighttime. It's way past my
Yeah.
bedtime, and I'm an old guy. So, anyway, Cody, Crypto Cody, the young buck there is keeping me up late. You're gonna let me? I can't share my screen, Cody.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me give
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah. So anyway, keep me up. I'm having a nice frosty.
That's right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there.
Yeah.
Hope
Seriously,
you
happy
had a great
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So this is definitely been a good day, really good day.
And crypto's
So,
taken off today too.
right? Goodness, it has WCFG. Oh my God, we're gonna have to talk about that for a moment. But we're gonna
Yeah,
look
we
at
will actually.
TIA,
Yeah, I
Celestia.
want to see. Yeah, get into TIA because I'm actually really curious about your thoughts on that right now.
All right, so here we go. This is a 30-minute chart, candle wicks, because there's not much data on it. So this chart right here, we're looking at, from this point here, roughly the last 3 days. So there's not a lot of data on it. It came out October 31st. But I'm looking at this chart. It doesn't look pretty to me. That's for sure. You got the 200 way up here, then the 50, and then the 20. They're all inversed, upside down there. And you can see where the price went up and tested the 20-day, and it was resistance. It pushed it back down. But mind you, this is only a 30-minute chart. So every 30 minutes, we get a new candle wick. We'll see what happens. But my guess is if I go to a like 8-hour chart, you can see, of course, much less data. Hasn't been out that long. But if I open it up, I mean, I'm looking at this, you know, you know, to me, it's getting pushed down again by the 20-day moving average. Usually, like my blue candles, that's going to be like kind of a neutral type thing. It's not really bullish, not bearish. But if it's surrounded with a red tint, it's like kind of neutral with the bearish leaning, kind of leaning bearish. If it's like that with like right here where there's no red around it, it's kind of neutral leaning in a bullish way. Anyway, I think it's possible it could hit the 50-day moving average. I really do, which is down here, which is, if I just pull up this real quick, my 50-day moving average is at 494, this purple number right there. So is that possible? Yeah, kind of. But another chart that I looked at was the 4-hour chart. And we'll pull that up real quick. And that one was, this is the best looking chart, I thought, out of the bunch that I looked at. But again, not much data. What is it? It's only like 23 days of data on this. You can see where it launched here. November 1st is when they started recording data on it. Right. And these are 4-hour wicks. So you can see from November 1st to November 10th, the first 10 days, it went sideways. And I think you and I, Cody, bought in live market bought of all things on the
Yeah.
10th at like $2.45. We're
Yeah.
like, we couldn't have timed it any better, And
Yeah.
then from the 10th to the 18th, and we go to the top of the wick, it went all the way up to $7.50. That was like a 2x. I mean, 250 to 750. We tripled our money or doubled our money or tripled. I don't know how they want to look at it. Anyway,
Yeah, I
we
enjoyed it.
we made a lot of money. But I know I held because this is a new coin and I believe in this coin and you did as well. But now you can see it's going down. it's breathing, it's retracing. It went up that fast. It's gonna have to come back down and make some type of, support line or form a new resistance line, whatever, and I'm looking at like right around 545 to me is a line in the sand. You can see where it went up and tested it here on the 13th, and then it kind of fought below it for, a day and a half, and then it broke through, and then it made its new all-time high, and now it's gone down. It busted through, crashed through the 20 and 50-day moving average. But again, you can see like a couple candle wicks, tested the $5 range there.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely in play, but if you look here, around $5.50, $5.45, this first resistance that kind of pushed it down turned into support there a couple times, for 8 hours or a half a day or whatever. But then it broke through it here, went up, and I think it's going to come down. We might find a little bit of support at 545, a little more support at 5. If that breaks, I think we might see it go below $4 again. But I don't think that's going to happen, depending. I think if the market overall continues in a upward direction, this is going to find support in this area and make another new all-time high. That's my guess. So that's what I think is going to, so it's kind of up in the air. I don't have a definitive answer with TIA, which way it's going. Well, I'll just have to wait and see what happens over the next, let's see what happens over the holiday weekend. And we can actually, it might be a totally different scene here come Saturday morning when we do our Saturday morning live call, Cody.
Yeah.
So who knows? So that's TIA. That's, but Cody and I were just talking. He's like, CFG, WCFG, that's taken off. And I look, I'm like, holy cow. It is.
Yeah, it really has. It's up quite a bit actually today.
I mean, Crypto Cody got all excited. He's like, I'm putting everything in CFG. I'm
Well,
like,
not now, but
no,
yeah.
not all your eggs in one basket. That's not a good thing.
Yeah,
But
right.
mind you, this is not financial advice, and we're not financial advisors. This is our opinions and views only.
Yeah, I've always kind of been really intrigued by CFG since we started investing. I think what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was hot on it since it came out pretty much. I think we had conversations about it.
Yeah.
So this is the daily wicks for CFG. So now this chart looks a lot better than TIA, I'll tell you. All our moving averages are in the right positions. The 200's way down here, 50, and then we got the 20. And look what's happening on the 20. All the way up this little rise. And this is the daily chart, right? So from October 22nd, to November 13th, it was just, let's go up. We're going up. We're climbing that roller coaster. But we're getting back to the top. So we're going a little downhill. So little retest, a little correction, but it's always been using this 20-day moving average as support, and then we had Tuesday and Wednesday, which were tough for crypto market. We had a definitely a correction or a retest, busted through the 20-day, but the 50-day was the next line of defense, and that supported it, and it pushed it right back above, and now it's again broken above the 20-day moving average. It just made it's now in the short term highest price it's been in over a year.
Yeah, no, we're
Really,
breaking all-time heights over the past
not
year now
all-time
with this thing.
highs,
No,
but I mean,
all-time heights with this past year.
oh yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna actually zoom out on this a little bit, see what we're looking at, because we could be up for a big gain on WCFG and CFG. So here we are. Oh, so we're at another. I mean, this is a level of resistance here. There's 60 cents, and we just broke above it. What I would like to see is this go ahead and test this, like, 70 between 70 and 80 cents, get up to that, and then come back down to this 60 cents and turn that into support and test that. I think if that happens, you know, really, let's see, November to March, really, you got 4 months of this, like, downward direction. That was, oh my God, that's 4 months, and it went down, 75% or more, probably closer to 80%. So, if this can get above this 60 cents and come back down and test that as support, use that as a springboard, I mean, we could see, well over $1 quickly with CFG, WCFG, even probably, I mean, it'll be some, retest and, building up momentum along the way, but it might only be a 2 or 3 days of consolidation and continuing up. I could picture CFG, WCFG, being at its all-time high by the halving, definitely. Which WCFG, I think all-time high was like around $2.50. It's under 200 now in market cap too. It's 186, so it's definitely been going up. An all-time high is, $2.55. I could see it hitting its all-time high at 255 or by the halving by April. Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, WCFG chart looks a lot better than TIA, but TIA is so new. There's no data on it.
yeah. Well, that's the
But
thing. It's
TIA
a
is
new
coming out at the
new
right
launch.
time, the beginning of a bull market. Who knows what that coin could do? Really?
Well, what's the max supply on it again?
That's where I'm going right now to see what its supply is. Look at oh, it's careful. See how there's another TIA there? That's not the
Yeah.
one you want. Its market ranking was 2,483. So where this one is 62. So market cap. This has 1 billion, but only 145 million are out. But see, this is the same thing as it's like Ethereum. It's a new Ethereum, but it's using a totally new way of processing its smart contracts and what it does.
Yeah.
And so again, like Ethereum, the max supply is infinite. But it's proof of stake. And it's probably a burn mechanism within it as well, but I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, but
So,
it sounds like it's actually a much more
I mean, it
the
just launched.
process of it is way better than what Ethereum offers. And that's see the funny thing
Yes.
is there's a lot of coins out there that have already succeeded at being a better platform as far as processing goes than Ethereum. But I just think that the trust level in the community of Ethereum is much greater and probably will remain to be. You know, for like there's only
Oh,
one coin that has ever surpassed it.
Ethereum, trust me, is always going to be here. It's definitely solid.
Yeah, that's
Always
never
going to
going to
be.
leave. But like
It's always
you
going
have
to be
other
a top
platforms
10
like
crypto.
right, but you got other platforms like Tron. Um, I mean, there's other platforms out there that have actually done the very same thing that
I mean,
Ethereum's
yeah,
doing.
there's like Cosmos.
But right, but when you look at the market cap differences between the two, it's literally like night and day
So
on the multi-billions.
this is the big thing. It's the first. You can see my screen. It's the first modular blockchain network.
Yep.
I'm just trying to read a little bit on it. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I mean, I bought it kind of on some, some other people I followed was really speaking highly of this coin, and that's why we really got into it. But I haven't done a really deep dive on this. I did a brief overview, and I just liked what I saw, and that's told Cody, and we got involved at the right time. But
Yeah, literally.
it's just, I think it's a new way of going about its code on how it does, smart contracts and layer one stuff. So anyway, very technical words I'm using.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of merit to
there
these
is.
coins. There really is. And I think that these are two coins that you and I both are going to be pretty consistently investing in
Oh
as
yes.
far as that stuff goes. Because I mean, you got a billion. Yeah, I mean, this thing has absolute for the next. I guess my thought is this is like it's all about the trust for the community. So
It
if the
is.
if the community actually maintains the trust and continues to accumulate in what their goals are in achieving the different phases of what they're trying to achieve with TIA, I think that they're actually going to do very well for themselves. I think, and with a billion in supply, this thing could easily hit $50, in the next bull cycle. It could even go beyond that. I think.
I will not be surprised, Cody, if this is, worth $100 or more.
Yeah, I think that's very doable. And so, with that being said, you're looking at something that's literally capable of doing cheese and crow. I mean, like that that that's the kind of multi-X that you want to have if you're investing in cryptocurrency, in my opinion.
Oh,
You know,
definitely.
and there's a lot of people that are, scared to invest in things, but you stay in the top 100. I think that you're in pretty good shape. It's always going to be a risk, but this
Yeah,
thing is going to work its way
there's
up
so
for
many
sure.
good projects out there right now, and some of them, it's just you got to go down to like the top 500.
Well, if
So
you're wanting to make some serious gains, yeah, 100%.
yeah,
You got to,
I mean,
but the
even
risk factor is so much greater,
the risk
anyways.
factor will be higher, but they're legitimate projects that are solving purposes. So I'm sharing my screen again. Just I was just thinking of it, talking about the total market cap. But I'll go here like the 100, since we're talking about the top 100 and coins. So coin number 100 has a 521 million-dollar market cap right now. That's the top 100.
Right. It's not even in the billion market cap.
And what cracks me up is people think crypto is still a scam, but if it's still a scam, there's 55 scam projects out there that are worth over $1 billion.
Well, there probably are 55 scam projects in this world that are worth over a
Over $1
billion
billion.
dollars. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
that's true.
question about that. But that doesn't change the fact that there are 200. I mean, you want to talk
How
about
many out
even
there?
the
That's where I was
multi-mega.
going here too. So I kind of, I was just doing searches. I'll do a search in like the top 500 coins to see what there is, But right now on CoinGecko, they're tracking 11,080 coins, and there's 935 different exchanges. That
That's
blows my
insane.
mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Which,
Look
by
at
the
the
way, not
market
all of
cap. We're
those are
almost at
secure exchanges.
1.48 trillion almost now. So that's why I saw that. I'm like, I know I was talking about total market cap in one of our videos, and we've definitely broken above that like 1.25 to 1.3 number I was talking about. And this is weekly candle wicks. And right now we're 148. I'm telling you, 2 trillion is on its way, brother.
Oh, I think so too. And the
And
funny
it's
thing
coming
is,
quicker than I think some people realize.
well, and that's the funny thing
You
is
know?
people don't see it. People don't see that it's coming right now. It's happening subtly. just to give you guys an idea on a lot of the cryptos in the top 100 chart right now, over just the past 30 days, have 1 to even 1.5x. You know, so you've already made about 150% gain over the past 30 days on not all, but a very large amount of the cryptos, even in the top 100. Listen, think about it this way. Bitcoin was $11,000 less. It was $26,000 a month and a half ago from today.
So right there, right? That's pretty much 70 days. It dropped 64%. It went from pretty much 2 trillion to 1.35 trillion. Actually, less than that. It dropped 1.35 trillion in 70 days.
Yeah, that was back in January, correct?
No, this was March of 2022.
No, but the bottom. Oh, it was?
Yeah,
was
the
March.
market cap went from 2.16 trillion to June of 2022. So what? March, April, May, roughly 3 months, a little less than 3 months. It went down to 760 billion. In less than 3 months, it went from 2.16 to 700 and even 800. We'll call it 800 billion, whatever. You know, it dropped 65%. So now we've gained some of that back. So if we're right here, right? Well, so if we're roughly right at the same price. So this wick, which was May 2023 to March 28. So in 2 months, this thing is going to go from here to here in 2 months. So pretty much by the end of January, we're going to be at $2 billion market cap.
Jeez. Yeah.
So if
2
that's
trillion,
the case, if that happens, then we're going to have.
You're saying $2 trillion market
Then
cap.
we're going to have 2 months, roughly, of sideways action, or 2 months of going down and testing this stuff. Maybe go down to, 1.7 to 2 trillion. It'll be a range, and we're going to hit the halving. Here we are in April, and I think we're going to see maybe a little dip down for another month, call it, or 2 months, maybe. And then my guess I'd say by the end of summer of 2024, I can't believe I'm saying this. We're going to be pushing the all-time high for market capitalization. We're going to be pushing 3 trillion. And remember, after the halving, usually the peak of the bull market's been roughly 15 months after the halving.
Jeez.
So who knows what's going to happen after here? I think we're gonna be between 2-3 trillion when we hit the halving. Shortly after the halving, we're gonna blow by the all-time high, and then we're gonna have 15 months of euphoria. We're gonna just be. I can't. Let me have another drink.
Yeah, there's some serious euphoria that you're gonna have with another
Euphoria.
drink.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my. It's who knows. I don't know. It's scary. It scares me to what could happen.
Yeah.
Life-changing. It could be it. So this bull market is going to be life-changing for a lot of people if they can
Right.
get
And the
involved.
question is
What
what
they say,
coins?
the last bull market or Bitcoin or something like that has made like 57,000 millionaires. I'm a little bit older. You know, I look at this as, so when the dot coms came, and went to eat the internet and all that, all those bubbles, I was younger. I was like, whatever, I didn't pay attention to that. Well, this is my dot com run. This is me getting involved with Amazon and Google and Microsoft and Apple when they first started. So that's what I'm looking at with crypto. But
Oh yeah,
again,
absolutely.
there used to be hundreds and thousands of those companies, but you got to make sure you get involved with the right ones, and that's a hard thing to do. So, I'm hoping if every 10 coins I pick, if half of them survive and are profitable, I'm way ahead of the game. But really, you hold on to one and you hit it like a Amazon or Apple or even Tesla. Tesla. Look when Tesla was, going through the roof in the last stock market bull run. It was like $2,000. The stock kept splitting, and then it kept going higher and making new all-time highs.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do think that the question really is what particular crypto risks are the best ones to be involved in, because you have, and I think that's kind of what you and I are looking at is we're looking at, these mid to lower market cap options, because the people that are going to change your life, like if you want to make serious money with Bitcoin, you have to invest a lot of capital. It can't just be like, oh, I'm going to put a couple $1,000s into Bitcoin and that's going to change my life. It's like, yeah, maybe in the next 10 years. But
Right.
we're at a point right now where Bitcoin has, you need to be buying multiple Bitcoins to actually be capitalizing on Bitcoin. What really makes serious money right now is doing the proper vetting for yourself and research for yourself on what coins you think are going to do well that are currently low market cap coins, kind of like the first two that we talked about, the TIA or the CFG
But
coins of the crypto world.
I
Not
think
saying that those are going to be the big winners, but I'm just saying like there's a lot of big winners out there that literally, I seriously think that there is going to be multiple cryptocurrencies that are going to 10 to 15 to 20x before the halving. And the
oh yes.
question is what coins are those? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. Because you could sit here all day long and just
So another
hope and
thing,
pray.
you look at the top 100 coins now and you compare the top 100 coins at the last 4 years ago from now, it's totally different.
It's completely changed.
I bet
So if
you
you're still
less
holding on to
than
these
I bet
coins
you
from four
less
years
than
ago,
half of the coins that were in the top 100 4 years ago are still there.
exactly. Exactly. So people are still holding on to their portfolio it's a 4-year-old portfolio or 5-year-old portfolio, and they need to realize or recognize that changes might need to take place.
Research your holdings, see if they're still actively building, growing, improving. You got a working project.
Yep. Make sense of whether or not those things are actually, because for all we know, some of these things that we've invested in the past have just crapped the bed because maybe they lost security and trust in the community that was investing in it. I mean, you take, for example, you and I have invested in ADAX, which is a perfectly fine coin as far as I'm concerned, but the exchange that we were on with it, X Markets, which I highly recommend nobody gets involved with because
it's you won't get your money off.
right, you won't get your money off. So, do I still believe in ADAX as a coin? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. It's so deeply affiliated with an exchange that's apparently turning out to be an exit scam that it's not worth
Yeah.
trying to invest in something that's gonna. And the same thing happened when I was doing, I invested in Apollo 4 or 5 years ago. Apollo was doing great, and then all of a sudden, IDAX, that whole thing went down, which is funny that that's called IDAX and this is ADAX. I guess be careful with anything that has DAX at the end of it. But like I just, you
Right.
gotta invest in things that have high trust and credibility and longevity. But is a low market cap, so it gives it a really serious option for growth. Whereas if you invest in things that are high credibility and trust that are very high market cap, your multiple X is not necessarily going to take off the way that you want it to.
Right.
So, and that's what we're trying to do is figure out what those coins are. What are those low market cap coins that have high trust and value and promise, and use case. I mean, that's another massive thing too, is the use case. I mean, what's the point of investing in something that doesn't even have a use case? That's where Warren Buffett's arguments come in, where he's like, this is stupid and it's just no reason for it. And it's just like, well,
Right.
you're a smart man, but you obviously don't understand a lot of these crypto projects and what they're doing for the digital communities of the world.
Right. I mean, I go through it. Like I said, I'll go down to like the top 500 coins, and I'll just look at a few things. If you want me to show you what I look at to see if it's
Yeah.
even worth me doing more investigation on the coin to see if it's worth getting involved with. And it's just quick what I do. So let me see here. Let me go to like I'm gonna just go to whoops. What page 5? There's like 111 pages of coins. So I was gonna get down to like here. I'll just get to we'll just go to page 3. Actually, you know what? Show 300 rows. So we're just gonna go down to coin 300. So what I sit here and look at is I'll go ahead and look at, of course, the market cap, which is 104 million, but I'll look at volume. I want to see some trading volume on it, so I know there's liquidity in it, so I can get in and out of my position. Sometimes price is a factor too. People feel better if they can buy a lot of a coin at a real cheap price instead of, a few coins at a higher price. They just feel better about it. But even though 100% gain is 100% gain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I'll look at that and I'll go through that. Like this coin here, whatever it is, you know, AI smart contract, whatever it is. I look at it. It's $105 million market cap, but it doesn't even have 1% of its market cap in volume. Usually I'm looking at least having 10% of its market cap in volume. This one's even worse at $524,000. There's no liquidity in it. Even if you buy it, you might have troubles getting out of it. So that to me is like, I'm looking at coins like this coin. Oh, well, we know storage, right? So this trading volume on that, it's 107 million market cap, and it's got $68 million of trading volume in a 24-hour period. There's liquidity in that coin, easy to get in and out of. So that's the first things I look at. So like, just say if you weren't really paying attention, like look at this one. This is $111 million market cap, and I got $10 of trading volume. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this looks like a stable coin though. But anyway, or even this one, $110 million. And I bet you there's some better ones here. Oh, here's a good one. Well, that's a USD one. Never mind. I'll find one here. Here we go. BitCub coin, whatever the hell that is. Or actually, we're going to go with Stride. That's even better. Oh, they're getting better as I go up. Here, blocks, right? $120 million market cap. It's only got $158,000 volume. So I'm going to click on it. We're just going to pull up some information on it. Right. So it's got 1 billion coins, 674 million are in circulating supply. That's not bad, right? and you look at it, and it's only got $158,000 of trading volume. You're going to have problems getting in and out of it. You will. And then on this one, so you got to look out for that stuff. I know when I first got involved, Cody, in 2017, I wasn't looking at trading volume. I'm like, wow, look at this coin, look at the potential on it. And I'd buy it, but not knowing that, you know what, I probably never get out of it if it spikes up. There's no volume. So you look at the markets here. I actually had an account on this exchange at one time, Cody.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no volume. You know, stay away from that coin. That is not a coin you want to be involved with at all.
Yeah.
And then
Seriously.
every once in a while you'll find some that, you know, you'll see like this volume is like super high, you know, like more than its market cap. You know, and the volume's like all on one exchange in and out. It's just, I'm trying to see if I can find one quickly, but you'll come across them. You know, this, you know, like even though this isn't 10% of its market cap, you know, it's got decent volume on it. But you want to look at it. I don't even know what this coin is. I'm just randomly picking coins. You know, so it's only 50 million of these coins. You know, a little less than half of them out in supply. Market cap is, you know, only 146 million, almost 11 million trading volume. So, you know, see what markets it's on. That's the first thing I would go to. You know, it's on KuCoin, it's on Binance, it's actually on Coinbase. You know, I have no idea what this coin is, by the way. You know, so I don't. So I'd be like, huh, it's on Coinbase. All right, you know, and you can see its volume on Coinbase, like 590,000 on Coinbase. So to me, this looks legit, right? The numbers
Yep.
look good, you know. So then I would be like, let me get off the market tab here. Whoops. And go back to my overview. And then I'd be like, let's see. Oh wow, all-time high, 49 bucks. Back at the last bull market peak. Huh. $6. Wow, that's an 8x right there. You know, all-time low was $1.16. I would guess it probably launched somewhere in that time frame. So after that, PYR, I would go ahead and go to my chart just to take a look at it. So was it PYR USD. And since it's on Coinbase, I just pull up Coinbase and I just go to my one year chart, which automatically is set for daily candle wicks. That looks like you know, it had a nice run up and now it's just doing a retest, you know, coming back down, testing support, you know, building up more momentum. Wow. So it was just listed on Coinbase in November of 2022. I'm going to see if I can find a different exchange that maybe it was on longer. Usually Binance will have more data. Like here we go. You can see definitely more data here on this chart. So I'm going to just see what happens. I pull up the 5-year. Yeah, so this coin's been around for a little bit. Right? So there's the 5-year. So yeah, there we are. November of 2021. You know, so it came out. Huh. Pretty high. Anyway, I went down to $1.21. I don't even see that. So maybe it was on just Uniswap or some other exchange before Binance. But this thing came out, went down, and then pretty much has been going sideways. since June of 2022. For over a year, it's been pretty much going sideways. So I would have to research the coin, see if it's legitimate, what it's doing, what its purpose is. I mean, but technical analysis, people trade just on what the charts say, and they don't give a crap what the coin does. So looking at this chart, going by that, to me, it's already above all that, whatever was resistant. It's coming back down to probably test this right here, this area, which testing the $5.50, range. And then this thing's going at $12 to $13 in the next few months, from what I see at the chart. So this is a double. This is a double in the next 3 to 4 months, I bet you.
Right.
There's not a lot of resistance here. It might go sideways from there, and then whoops.
Yeah, it really is pick your double.
Oh my God. It could go sideways there. I mean, if this is a legit coin, this thing will definitely break its all-time high in the next bull market, I think. You got some resistance right there. If it breaks that $20 mark, it's going back up here.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting coin. What does it do? Let's see. Vulcan Forged. What is it? You can get all this info. Like you can see, I was on CoinGecko, and they got all the info and stuff over here. You can start your research there. Do searches after if you want. Embrace the chaos. This is perfect. This must be
the Wind Wars. What's this? What exchanges is this available to?
This is on Coinbase.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Vulcan Forge is the ultimate Web3 ecosystem known for Vulcan Studios. It's Web3 gaming studio.
Yeah, so that's huge on gaming.
Look at this. Huh. They look pretty cool characters, right?
Yeah, I've actually seen this before.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Huh. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one. I'm going to do some more research. I'm not going to do it tonight. It's 12:30 at night.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah, we should probably call it, but
I'm going to finish my beer.
I do think that there is something to be said for continuing to research these coins that are in the top,
Yes.
bottom 100 to 300, top 300.
This one's ranked 239.
Right, exactly my point. So it falls right into line with what I'm saying there. And then you also
know what? There's coins out there that I don't know if they're still there, like TRB Teller. I think I did a video on that. That used to be like 400 or 500. I know Maple Finance, when I first got into Maple Finance before it shot up. And see, Maple Finance is still only 275. I think that was around 450 or 500 market cap rank when I got involved with Maple Finance. So there are gems definitely, that are micro caps that are, 50 or 20 or $25 million market caps. So they're definitely there.
Yeah.
So
and that's
anyway,
what we're looking for. 100%.
That's what we're looking for, those little hidden gems that, have big gains. So anyway, we're going to see some big gains in the next couple of years.
Dude, I think we're going to see bigger gains than we were expecting to see earlier than we thought we were going to see, which is really interesting to think about.
I know.
But I do think there's going to be a lot of sideways action for months at a time, especially.
I think the sideways action, we're through the wear you down phase.
Right.
Right.
But it's
where
the whole
you down.
idea of
So we're going to see we're gonna see spikes, and then they're gonna come down and do a little correction or a little retest of a lower level, but with a new higher low, sideways for maybe a week or two, and then it's gonna go up and make a new higher high, and we're just gonna
Yep.
be taking the stairway to the moon.
Exactly.
All right, Cody. Well,
All
you
right.
have a good night, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. We'll definitely chat with all you guys later. Saturday morning, 6 a.m. And then whatever that means for you guys, wherever you are in the world. But we will be doing another live. I'm going to be pumping out some new videos. Editing a video right now for Brian's big 10 trades to a million. So you guys definitely want to follow that. That's going to be interesting
See what
and
happens. Yes.
see how that goes. And yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted. But hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. And like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. That mean the world to us. And we will chat with you guys in the next one.